What's up, everybody? I am still sick. Can we talk about it for a second? How embarrassing being sick is. I went in an Uber yesterday. I was on my way to work, and the whole time in the backseat of the Uber, I'm like sniffling and coughing, and the vibe is just like, I mean, I've always hated sniffling in public. I remember one exam I did a couple years ago in uni. I was sniffling the whole time, and the man sitting beside me literally called the invigilator to get me tissues. And I'm not gonna blow my nose in public because that's even more embarrassing. So anyways, I took a week off vlogging last week because I was kind of feeling like I was on the verge of burnout, so I felt like I needed to calm down a little bit. Since I acknowledged that I was on the verge of burnout, I brought everything down. Like, I started going back to the gym, I started like taking care of myself, and I feel more at peace. I got up, actually got ready this morning, have on a whole outfit because I had every intention of going to a coffee shop, but I got hungry, so I was just like, okay, let me just eat and make my coffee here and chill out. In about an hour, I have a call with someone that's working with Kurate as an admin assistant freelance. So yeah, we're gonna go through what I want her to do for me this week and next week, and then because I also have someone new starting next Monday and I need her to do some onboarding documents for her and like prepping confidentiality stuff and all sorts of things that like sure I could do but I don't want to do. I have other things to do and I need to find ways for Kurate to like start getting on social media. So that's why I've been bringing on people to start taking on some stuff. Like, I need my time back and it's good. This is a good issue to have, right? Yeah, I have that in an hour, and then I have 2 discovery calls later today, which is, we love growth, man. I really hope everything works out as planned and I secure a client today, and then I need to go for a run. Let's get into it, I guess. It's easy for our clients to want to get this package because you pretty much get, like, you're still getting all our strategy, right? Like, the difference in packages is like posts and stuff like that, which is something I'm trying to revise because if that's the case, if everybody's going to be picking up the first package because they can get the strategy, then I'm going to raise the cost of the base package and make the price jump between the basic and the other one not that steep. Another day in my life building a digital marketing agency, and I'm proud to say I'm finally getting the hang of things. I have a team now which provides me with more than enough time to not only take care of our clients but also focus on the branding and marketing of the agency itself. It's also awarded me with time to give back to myself because prior to expanding, every day was a constant cycle of editing, creating templates, and learning more about the industry. And while it's important for entrepreneurs to be aware of what's going on in the different areas of their business, being very involved in every department is only going to lead to burnout, especially as you scale. So I'm grateful for the opportunity to curate such a strong team while being able to prioritize my well-being, which will only make me a better leader. I was finally able to cook for myself today and run and chat with my roommate and just catch up on my favorite podcasts and newsletters, which I know sounds ridiculous because these are just simple things that I should be doing every day, but sometimes you just get so into the work you forget about yourself. Anyways, we're making progress, so things are good. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. Today's gonna be such a good day. It's 17 degrees today in Canada, like 17, 18 in March. Problematic, but anyways, because it's warm, me and Parita are gonna go to the park, so I'm kind of taking the afternoon off my work today. Kind of just chill out. So this morning I'm working on stuff for my part-time job at the career coaching business, and then me and Parita are gonna go to lunch. I have a client call. My friend is supposed to be coming over. I need to text him and see if he's actually still coming, because if he's not, I'm gonna work, and if he is, then I'm just gonna chill out. But yeah, I also mentally like prepped to like not feel guilty for taking the afternoon off, because Tuesdays and Wednesdays, they're not meant to be social days. Like when Parita messaged, she was like, let's just take the day off. I'm like, Parita, like, it doesn't really work like that for me anymore. Like if I take time off when I should have been working, I still have to like find a way to get the work done that same week. But I do have more, like, so at the coffee shop, I actually started asking to get strictly Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Sundays off. Sunday's like my self-care day because I really wasn't giving myself a rest day. Like my days off are always work days. So yeah, so that's been working well. Eventually I want to scale down to 1 more day off, but until I know for sure that's what I'm gonna be doing. He was like, I can't be flipping back and forth because then you put it in a way where you will lose your shift. So slow and steady, seeing what works, seeing what balance balances out as we grow, that won't be a problem.
I am back at yet another networking event in downtown Toronto. This time we're heading to Stacked Market for the Fuck Up Nights Toronto event. This is a speaker series where business owners share their fuck ups, i.e. their failures, their struggles, their trials, their tribulations, all the fun stuff. Well, fun is subjective, but interesting to say the least. The event had a lot of interactive aspects, which I enjoyed. They had this big wall they called a fuck up wall where members of the community could share their failures. Then they got into an icebreaker followed by 3 speakers who shared their personal journeys and failures that they're going through for their business. All in all, a very solid event. I actually worked up the nerve at the end to talk to someone, which if you watch the last vlog, you should be proud of that progress. But yeah, going with a friend really helped a lot. And yeah, me and Brittany put our fuck ups on the wall, and that was pretty much it.
It's Saturday. I went to a Pilates class with my friend Parita earlier today. Not the laundry, I need to fold my clothes. That was pretty good. So I actually went to Sweat and Tonic. If you're from Toronto, you might know the studio. If you're not, Sweat and Tonic is basically this bougie Pilates studio, and they just have like a couple different types of Pilates classes. And so I did like a HIIT Pilates, and honestly I was a bit disappointed. So I did go on like a free pass, so you can get your first class for free, and I really just wanted to love it more than I did. The class specifically, I just didn't like that style of class, not the aspect of it being HIIT and Pilates, just like she kind of just had us doing a lot of combos when I feel like we could have just done less exercises and done them for longer, or repeated those instead of trying to do 10 million types of exercises. But I'm in the process of journaling right now, and I actually was writing about the fact that like I've always wanted to go to Sweat and Tonic. I just haven't really ended up there because I really am not a Pilates person, because I struggle with slowing down, and to me yoga and Pilates are just such slow activities where in my mind when I think of exercise I'm always thinking of something very high impact, high intensity. So that's why I'm always drawn towards like HIIT and running. I pushed myself to go today because my friend Parita was going, so we were like it was more of like a friendship activity, right? I was writing about how I noticed that I like the perception that I have internally of going to classes like Sweat and Tonic and this other studio I've been to before called Jaybird more than I enjoy the actual class. And I think it's because, first of all, those types of workout classes like Pilates in general, we all know is pretty expensive, and I feel like even being able to step into those studios, the classes are expensive, the design of the studio is like aesthetically luxurious that it almost just makes you feel like you must be doing something right to be in such a space. And I feel like that's what draws me to places like that more than the actual enjoyment of said class, which like I don't know, like I don't want to say it's like a good thing or a bad thing, because I think it's with anything. Like when you gain more money, you move to like a nicer neighborhood, and when you move to said nicer neighborhood, you feel like you've accomplished something, which I'm also trying to like go through in my mind of what are the true symbols of wealth and progress and like you're doing well, as opposed to these things that society has like labeled as like good and bad and rich and poor and all that kind of stuff. Overall, yeah, the class was honestly probably like a 5 out of 10. I would be interested in trying out other classes, because I will say, even though this type of class wasn't my favorite, I am trying to get myself into yoga in general or Pilates, because I have been really trying to prioritize rest and slowing down, and it is a goal of mine for the new year, and I want to start going more towards that as we go into Q2, which is madness, bro. How is it almost the end of Q1? How is it almost the end of March? My birthday is next week, and by the time my birthday is done, March is done. But yeah, I do want to start slowing down a bit more, because yeah, I feel like in most areas of my life things are very go go go, and like even at work today I officially asked them like, yes, can I get one less day to work here so that I can focus on my own thing, because I really want to start picking things up at Curate, and I feel like I'm just always so exhausted, and I need my time back so I can work hard and get things done. So yeah, that is what's going on. Tonight I'm going to dinner for my friend's birthday, Chantel. If you guys remember, I have her on the vlogs. I've had her on the vlogs many times, but yeah, her birthday was honestly I think a week or two ago, and so the big group of us are celebrating today.
It was 2 wonders.
Oh my God, yeah, it was your birthday.
Happy birthday.